I am not a politician and I don't beat around the bush. I am a soldier and I prefer to tell you the truth. Everyone is free to take it or leave it. Everyone drives their car, everyone lives well. We eat in the morning, we eat in the afternoon and evening, and we do whatever we want to do. We are free to speak, to say what we want. This is democracy. This is the law. That's all. That's all we know in Ouagadougou. But go and see them, the children who are skin and bones. Go see those who are starving. Go see those women who can no longer breastfeed because they have nothing left in their breasts. Go see them. Let's not pretend. If our journalists don't have the courage to go out in the field and bring back these images, it's because we want to whitewash Burkina's image. I'm telling you, it's false. It exists. When I tell you about people who eat grass, those who want to contest, I will take them to see it continues. It hasn't even stopped because we have managed to supply some villages, but others not yet. We are still on the way. No civilian can even support us with trucks, so we can show solidarity with these populations. What kind of integrity is this? What is integrity, Burkina Faso? What is it? This lack of support has deeply unsettled and revolted us. Until we truly address the core issues plaguing this country, we will remain in a state of unrest and discontent. For the moment, we've managed to secure some trucks in the army and have been using our own means to transport supplies. However, this hasn't really added much to the support for the starving populations. And even in doing this, there's been a distinct lack of empathy. The citizens were aware of the situation, but they've remained on the sidelines. This is to say that solidarity has disappeared in Burkina. Have pity for the people. Have pity for the youth. Have pity for the children. What have these villagers done so that when the sun sets, they find themselves in caves and under trees? They leave village after village, and in the morning they come back to see if everything is okay before returning. They sleep in the bush. They cannot sleep in their homes. We don't tell you these truths. This is the reality of Burkina. We only see our cities. We are responsible for what happens to us, and we will be fully responsible for what will follow, whether it is good or bad. It will depend on our behavior in the future. Everyone gives their best. And I think we can get there. I am optimistic. I have faith. And it will happen.
If you are listening to the speech, the speech of Captain Ibrahim Traore, you should be very attentive, and you have to be very attentive because those are the wise words, the strong messages from a true leader. You can never find such words to any politician, but only through the leader. Don't forget to subscribe to Kenyan Explorer here. This is a place to be. We thank the day because Almighty has blessed us. Allah has blessed this day. Let's stay tuned. Have you asked yourself, how many leaders do we have here in Africa? Have you asked yourself, how many leaders do you have in your country? What Captain Ibrahim Traore has been saying here is that, of course, we have democracies in our countries. Most of the leaders and politicians claim that they are doing everything under democratic way. But have you ever asked yourself which way are they using which they can call a democracy? Some of them claim, many people claim to be a democratic democracies, but these people, what they are doing can never even get closer to action of democracy. They can never even do anything that is similar to the meaning of democracy. Have you asked how many, let me talk today from this country, our country, Kenya, how many squatters do we have in the country? How many people that have been displaced from their homes? How many people are outside there have nowhere to call home? How many families are not able to put something on their table? How many families are not even able to afford their school, the school fees of their kids? How many families are not even able to take their children from school to schools? And still, ask on the other side, ask yourself, how many acres in your country are being owned by the politicians? How many companies, how many industries, how many businesses, the great businesses, are being owned by the politicians and there's some people who are so-called leaders? Sometimes the leaders or the politicians have to think about the dignity of their citizens, or the people who are they representing. Democracy, if people could be working under democracy, then African countries could be the countries who could be very high when it comes to economic and infrastructure and anything considering development. Africa is being left behind just because of the leaders, the greediness of the leaders, because these people are not bothering about the people who are representing. These people sometimes they pretend to be of more careful or more, I don't know what I can say, to the people who are representing, but the only thing they can do, these people, even if there's some public function in one of the places in public, we always see them on top of the expensive cars, heavy bodyguards, highly guarded, as if where they are going to war, or they are not on safer hands to where they are going. But and to make it worse, where they are going, they are just going to the people who represent them. These are the people who voted for them, but they are so afraid of going in front of these people, and the same people, they are calling themselves. First of all, you have to know that during that speech, Ibrahim Traore, he was talking to his ministers. When we come to our countries, the first offendant of corruption is the president. So how could you expect the leader of this of the executive to be the most top corrupt, and then you expect the people who are surrounding him or her to be the loyal or good people? Of course, the people, you as the leader, once you are a leader, then you have to give out the best example for the people who you are leading. The people who are surrounding you, they have to take the good examples from you. Then if you are the one leading to bad habits, how can you expect the people who are under you do good? Because if they do so, then you will feel like they are going against you. They are going against your will. That's why in our countries, our ministers, our member of parliaments, our county assembly members, they are not afraid even if they caught up with corruption cases or issues, because the one who Ibrahim Traore clearly said that if you listen to his speech, to his words, you either take it or leave it. You are not being forced to do so. It's by your choice. But think about what your decision you are going to make. You as the leader, what decision are you going to make through the words or the side you are going to choose? In this generation, it's very rare and hard to find a leader like Ibrahim Traore, because I've never by chance get or hear someone like this this is like, sometimes I think like this is a God sent to the ground or the land of Burkina Faso, because, and sometimes I ask myself if this guy will come to leave this position as the head of state and leave to someone who don't care about the people, who don't care about anything of his country. Imagine for 2 to 3 years the long way or the great achievements this guy has done to his country, and someone will just come, get everything soft, sweet, and start to exploit maybe to some people, to some government, to some, just because of greediness, instead of thinking about how these things have been fought for and how which effort has been put there just to achieve what is there. We as leaders, our leaders, what we ask you, try to think about the people who have no place to call home, while you have thousands of acres of land with nothing to do with it, just there, fenced, animals playing there, with nothing to do with that land, yet there are thousands of people with nowhere to call home. Ask yourself how many families are starving with nothing to put in their stomach, while you have millions in your bank with nothing to do. The only thing you have is to make fun with your money, go to some fundraising and raise there some millions. Money that cannot help even 5 families. If one of the days you could come and think about these things, maybe you will wake up and do the necessary to the people. If by chance one day you, our leaders, will wake up and think about the words, the kind of the words or speech that Ibrahim Traore has made, then you will wake up and you will do things that even the people who you are representing will be surprised of. The speech was so sweet. I think you liked it. So strong. That's why I started by saying, if you were listening to the speech, then you are to be so keen so that we can get the clear message from this leader. I appreciate Ibrahim Traore for considering Thomas Sankara as the father of democracy and the effort he put to his country to fight for the freedom of democracy. And these people of Burkina Faso should be thanking God so much to bring the reincarnation in their country. I believe Ibrahim Traore is the reincarnation of Thomas Sankara, because he is not the normal human being. He must have something special. Thank you for your time. Tell me what you think to the comment section. Your commentary section are so appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe if you're just passing by. Listen to the clip, listen to the video. Don't forget to subscribe. The Kenyan Explorer. This is the place to be. Stay tuned until next episode. Yeah, I love you so much.